wonderful recipe for success, because you are not relying only on your talent. You are now relying on a certain process. So how many of you want to double your sales? Triple? 10 times, 100x, 1000x. So there is not a single satisfied soul on this planet. Though Bhavika started the session by saying, be satisfied.
Without Maya, without illusion.
Just kidding. Don't take anything that I say. Don't take anything that I say very seriously. Yeah. So, no, the problem with teaching meditation to salespeople is, you realize that. After they wake up from the meditation, they want 10x. Abhi to samjhaya, khush rahe. Well, that's the problem with salespeople. Okay, just on the lighter side. That was a great session. Okay, just on the lighter side. Okay. So, this is a risk I take in training, that I don't know which participant will try to hit me back. So, okay. So, the first lesson in selling that I learned. So I'm going to narrate that with a small शायरी here. अगर आप लोग वाह वाह करेंगे, थोड़ा सा इरशाद वगैरह बोलेंगे. Prashant is a very dear friend. He has written a wonderful book on Bollywood and sales. So he started with the Sholay example. उसको ऐसा चिमटी मारोगे ना, कोई पिक्चर निकल के बाहर आएगा उनके अंदर से. And he has written a beautiful book on Anand Bakshi. Okay. So he's a complete film buff. Okay. So एक शेर है, वो कहता है कि अब जिंदगी पर हम ये खता करते रहे, चेहरे पर धूल थी आईना साफ करते रहे. वाह वाह बोलना, हो गया शेर, इतना ही शेर. हाँ, जिंदगी भर ये हम खता करते रहे कि चेहरे पर धूल थी, हम आईना साफ करते रहे. हर सेल्स बंदे को ये लगता है कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट इसलिए नहीं बिक रहा है क्योंकि बायर में प्रॉब्लम है. एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम किधर है? बायर में नहीं है, प्रोडक्ट में भी नहीं है, तुम्हारे अंदर प्रॉब्लम है. So in team building workshops, I always ask people, so who is the problem? We are the problem. Then I ask again, who is the problem? We are the problem. फिर एक इंटेलिजेंट आदमी बोलता है, सर, I am the problem. It is not we who is the problem. So it is not the salesman in me. I am the problem because I am the salesman. I am the salesperson. तो जिंदगी भर हम एक खता करते रहे, चेहरे पर धूल थी, आईना साफ करते रहे, तो हमको लगता है कि बायर में प्रॉब्लम है, उसका मुंह हम साफ कर रहे हैं. एक्चुअली हमारा मुंह हमें साफ करना है. So you have to look within. Why somebody is not buying? So there is nothing called selling. There is only something called buying. There is no sales process. What is it? It is a buying process. So what is my job as a salesperson? My job as a salesperson is not to sell, but it is to help people buy. And what is the most important operating word there? Help. My job is to help people buy. I don't get into a business only because I want to sell. I want to help people by buying that product. So suppose you undergo Bhavika's yoga course, you are going to benefit from that course. So am I selling the benefit or am I selling my product? Is something we need to understand. In a longer sales program, we can talk more about features, advantages, and benefits. So the first element to becoming a great salesperson is what is called as E for enthusiasm. So when you say, I want to double my productivity, I want to double my sales, I want to do it 10x. So Frank Bettger has written a beautiful book called How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. And this was written somewhere in the 1930s or 1940s. He was a very successful life insurance advisor at that time. It's a classic, still best-selling book on Amazon even today. And he says, if you want to double your income, you simply need to double your enthusiasm, not double the number of hours of working. If I'm working 8 hours, I can work 16 hours. Beyond that, it's not possible. If I'm working 10 hours, I can't work 20 hours. If I'm working 12 hours, I can't work 24 hours. I can only work that much. But in that, what I need to do is I need to double my enthusiasm. So the first lesson for salespeople is stop complaining about buyers' behaviors and start focusing on what kind of behaviors you are exhibiting in front of the buyer and also in front of the mirror when you face yourself. So first is to build the enthusiasm to sell. Second, it's called L, which is called learning. I have to learn to sell. So within the word learn lies the word earn. So the more I learn, simply the more I earn. Now I find this is a huge gap with entrepreneurs who don't want to learn selling. They only want to sell. It's like saying, I want to play cricket at the top level, but I'm not going to join an academy. I have the talent, मैं बैट उठाऊंगा और छक्के मारना शुरू कर दूंगा. It never works like that. So two things are very important. हम म्यूजिक में भी ये सीखते हैं, हम स्पोर्ट्स में भी ये सीखते हैं, that if you really want to be a great professional, you have to get your technique right. So there is something called a selling technique, not a selling talent. लोग बोलते हैं अरे तू बहुत अच्छा बोलता है, तू सेल्समैन बन जा. He will make the worst salesman because he is not a good listener. जो सुनता है वो अच्छा सेल्समैन बनता है. मुझे ऐसा बोलना नहीं चाहिए because generally wives don't think you are good listeners. So generally your wife wouldn't say you're a good listener, but ठीक है गलती से आ गए profession. So the most important thing is to learn the technique. Because sales is not an art, it is more a science. A lot of people think this is my style of selling. So when I do sales training for organizations, there are 20 people in the room and I ask, what is the sales process of your organization? 20 people will have their own interpretation of the sales process of that organization. That organization is headed for disaster. Why? Because 20 salespeople are having 20 styles. And 20 ideologies of selling, this is my way to sell. There is no my way to sell. There is a my style in selling, no doubt. We did this sell with style workshop. And in that, some of the BLL members attended it. So that there we understand behaviors of people. But your process doesn't change. Your process adapts. So what is the most important thing in selling? Learning. How many of you are any chartered accountants here or financial planners? So how did you become a financial planner, sir? You would have undergone some course.